Hello, Happy New Year. My name is Jeff Fuller. I'm coming to you from Haymarket, Virginia. I'm a Republican Committee, Prince William County Republican Committee Executive Committee member. I'm responsible for election integrity, and I'm also an America Veterans Vote leader. And I'm coming to you today as a member of the America First Caucus, which I plan on giving you enough information to decide whether or not you might align with our interests. Well, here, as you know, America's gone from prosperity and freedom to gloom and doom in 3 years, thanks to Bidenomics, the feckless leadership overseas, the disaster that was Afghanistan, basically the failure and retreat from Afghanistan, and many other things, too numerous to remind you of, but I think if you're listening to this at this point, you probably know most of them. We believe the people have an opportunity to change the direction of our country. How? We need to wake up and harness the growing America First electorate. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the premises we have about this. In order for you to make a decision, you need to know enough about um, what we're doing, and I plan on outlining this very briefly of the short story of the first America First Caucus movement basis, which goes from 2008 to 2025. So over a 16-year timeline, the first years, 2008 to 2023, I call it the Obama transformation of the American government. And you'll note, of course, that also includes 2016 to 20, which is the Trump presidency. But I credit Obama with the transformation in even during the Trump years, as the deep state that Obama put in place continued to operate and continued to harass both the President Trump and us for 4 years, and they continue in full force today. I'm going to summarize the 2020 to 2023 period as the loss of our franchise, or a serious attack on it. 2024 is the year to save America or else, and 2025 is hopefully America First consolidation, uh, leaning forward to the year we elect governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and the legislature. Well, we believe, and I think many Republicans believe, that our party's fragmented, our electoral performance is disappointing to dismal, depending upon where. Many conservative and Republican voters across the country are disaffected. We believe we have to embrace and empower America First voters to turn out and elect candidates who share our values. And importantly, it's important that the Republican Party of the state of Virginia lead in this and not be a drag on the effort. So we plan on participating in the first half of the year on focusing on getting the leadership of the party straight, and the second half of the year on winning for America First candidates. And in the end, we hope to have a stronger, more agile, and smarter Republican establishment to help grow candidates and win elections. And this is basically a one-year operation. So Fairfax County started this off, and they created what you see here is a charter for Fairfax County Caucus, and we basically simply tailored that as a generic charter statement for any county or committee in the state. We've got a three-phase operation. We've basically set up the America First Caucus, we've done a number of things to include uh, uh, trademark the name. We've got a number of things which I'll show you that we've made progress on. Starting in January, we're moving to the business of primary and conventions. So in the middle of January, we start the presidential primary. Many people don't know that, and then we will be doing party conventions all the way through June. And then once those are done, we will turn full-fledged attention to the election and get out the vote for America First candidates. So where are we now? We've got a central organization of which I'm a member. We have the counties represented there in Nova, and we've just added um, the 6th Congressional District, Winchester area, um, to that mix. We're just working that out. And within the next 30 days, we plan on getting the rest of the congressional districts sorted out in terms of where do we need to fight for new leadership. That's the question. And in the districts you see highlighted in green is where we've got an active plan working. So we have basically a plan for um, creating volunteers and delegates using delegate data that we've acquired over the previous years and using that to create delegate lists for uh, county units, for congressional district committees, and for the central committee, and also to get volunteers, leaders, specialists to help with the recruitment and get out the vote challenges. I've highlighted the fact that Early Vote Action, Scott Pressler's organization, has volunteered to support our effort with both data and an app. I'll touch on that briefly. And the data that he's making available is invaluable to this effort. So we've basically gone through all of these things. I won't uh, belabor them, but we've got either in place plans or arrangements coming into place for all of these functions. Now, what if you're in a county or a unit or in a congressional district, um, and everybody is in one of those? Here's the basic checklist. Is your incumbent chairman running? Is he or she a solid America First candidate? If he or she is, meet and discuss our aims and determine if there's other members of the committee, of his or her committee, that would be available to America First candidates, and then recruit delegates and volunteers to make that happen. If there's no incumbent or if there's an anti-America First candidate running, you need to form a recruitment committee, find and vet a candidate, discuss and identify America First committee members that you want to flesh the organization out with, and then again, recruit delegates and volunteers. Now, this may sound like a heavy lift, but across the state, this will be decided by numbers in the hundreds, I believe, this year. So it's not an unrealistic goal. What do the volunteers do? Well, the app allows us to do peer-to-peer contact with friends and with folks that we put in the app for our volunteers to contact. And we'll be basically asking them to sign up as delegates, to sign up as volunteers, and to join the party, join the committee, and make them their interests known. to the Republican establishment. And with regard to the campaign operations, we will be doing messaging and counter messaging, because a big part of the problem is the mainstream media, social media, and the deep state control of the message. We will be seeking out reluctant Republican voters and asking them to join us and tell them they're welcome. We'll support the full range of candidate operations and election operations to election officers, poll watchers, etc. All of that through our local Republican committees. Just I mentioned the early vote action app. Basically, this is a database that came from L2. It's a respected political database, and you can load this app up today, right now on your phone. Just look up Early Vote Action as an app for either your Android or iPhone. Load it up on your phone and take a look at the app. You'll see something like this, which has a number of different features. You can view added contacts. You could look at your own phone contacts, and you can see which of your phone contacts match the database. These happen to be voters who are near me. This is the map to get from one to the next that you could do for door knocking. This happens to be my matched phone contacts. And we're working on the details of this with early vote action and expect to have this rolled out within a couple weeks. So these are the things I briefly covered. I'm not going to belabor this. Well, to wrap up here, I include here a QR code to a brief survey of, I believe it's 4 questions, that allow you to express any interest you have, and we'll outline the kinds of things you might do. And then once you complete that and give us your contact information, you'll go into our volunteer database, and we'll keep you up to date. And we will basically let you know when we have something happening that you might be able to help with. We want to make the GOP fly. We want it to be agile, strong, winning, positive approach, and no more of this business of losing with grace. So if you would like to join us in that cause, please do sign up. So thanks for paying attention. Please contact us if you have any questions, and do sign up to take that little survey so that we know who you are and what your interest is, and any comments you might have. Thanks very much, and go in liberty.